Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're hopping into the next episode of my Let's Play Clash Royale series where I played in my first ever tournament on my Chief Pat 2 accounts. Now, this is actually the first tournament that I hosted on this account, obviously, because I wanted to get the 500 gem achievement. I had 500 free gems on this account, and a lot of you guys in the last video, or 2 videos ago, said to host a tournament because I could get my gems back and have a lot of fun playing you guys by just hosting it. So I went ahead and did that, and I played for 1 straight hour against 100 of you guys, and honestly, it was a lot of fun. It was really fun playing you guys. Everyone was like throwing crazy emotes and so much confetti. I think in one battle, I had over 400 or 500 people watching, which was pretty ridiculous for such a small tournament that I didn't even stream. So it was really fun playing against you guys, and I was going to show you a couple of replays, and I definitely want to say that a lot of you guys have some serious skills. I know I even played someone who was using my exact Giant Sparky deck, and a lot of you guys knew my deck, obviously, because if you're in the tournament, you watched my videos, and the tournament filled up after literally 1 second. I'm not joking. It was less than a second. I clicked open and it was filled. I didn't even have a chance to tweet it out, have it write a YouTube comment because you guys were so on top of it when the tournament went live that I really couldn't do anything about it. So it filled up right away. Again, it was a super small tournament. It was only, you know, a 100-person one. It was the $5 one. Which really you don't get too many rewards from, which I'll talk about more in a second. But I did end up placing in the tournament and getting a tournament chest, so I'm going to open that at the very end of this video and to tell you guys what place I got against you. So let me show off a couple of battles though first. Starting off with Addy Giant SF9. Again, every single battle is against a subscriber, which was really cool for me. It's really fun playing you guys. And if you want me to do more tournaments, especially if they ever, you know, fix them and make them any way worthwhile whatsoever, because I still don't like how they're constructed, then let me know in the comment section below. I'll be sure to see what I can do. But playing against Addy Giant right here, I'm just going for a pretty aggressive push, but he did end up killing my Musketeer, which is a little bit disappointing. So instead, Valkyrie and Giant are running down the lane over and over again. He's got the Princess as his legendary, going as the Sparky as mine. A pretty good zap spell by him means that my my Fire Spirits aren't going to be able to take out those minions. So instead, I'm just going to reset down the right-hand lane. He does have the Rocket though, and the Rocket does end up squeezing out my Sparky. I was really annoyed by that. I didn't think that was going to happen. So instead, one more push down the right-hand lane, and I think we should be able to knock this tower out. The Musketeer plus, or no, the Giant plus the Valkyrie plus the Fire Spirits, that's going to be the game right there. So good game against Addy Giant SF9, giving us a 1-crown-0 victory. And that is going to do it. 266 people watching. Look at all of this confetti, guys. I was going blind at how much confetti was being thrown. It was ridiculous, but still, it made it really fun playing against you guys, and it was a really good time. All right, so let's play against the Great William right here, who is a fellow level 8. So plenty of good manners coming out from you guys. I didn't have a single person that BM'd. Which was really fun. Everyone was just really excited to play me. Normally when I got into the battle, they just spammed wow over and over again, which was hilarious. But let's go and start off, both of us playing our Elixir Collectors in the very beginning. I'm going to play the Sparky in the very back. He's going to go for a Hog Rider, and I've got a Valkyrie, but I don't have my cannon. So of course, the Great William is going to be a little bit of a hog freeze cheeser. I didn't have the cannon, which really messed me up right there, and gave him so much damage against my tower. So a really good start for him. I do have the Sparky down the right and a little bit of a counter push down the left, and since his Barbarians are only level 8, that means my Sparky's going to have a chance to get some damage on them and to make sure that they don't one-shot the Sparky and make that push completely useless. Now, of course, I'm still at a pretty big disadvantage health-wise. He has my tower fairly low. I feel like I do have the Elixir advantage, though, which, of course, you guys know I make such a big deal about. So instead, now I'm on a proper cycle. I've got my Giant going down, and right after that, I've got my cannon for his Hog Rider, so I'm no longer worried about that Hog Rider freeze push. Let's go and play our cannon right here to stop that Hog Rider in its tracks, and it looks like I can save my Musketeer, and he's going to drop a freeze spell, which was not the correct move. He actually said thanks, and then oops, he knew he made a little bit of a mistake right there, and this is where I've got to punish him. So I've got the Giant, the Musketeer, and the Sparky. The Great William, it is time to meet your maker right here. I'm going to show you why this is the Master versus the Apprentice. I guess he's not playing the Sparky deck. It was really funny playing one of you guys who was using the Sparky deck because we were literally going at it, and he actually beat me. I forget what his name was, but one of the guys playing Giant Sparky, he was using my exact deck. He beat me with it. Which is pretty cheeky on his part, so definitely a big congrats to him. But that tower is going to go down in just a second. The Hog Rider is going to be blasted into bacon. Tower number 1 is going to reach critical mass, and this Sparky is just getting so much value right now. I don't know if William has a zap inside of his deck. I don't exactly forget. I don't think he does, and he doesn't really have any small cards either to deal with it. I guess he would have to, like, tank and spank, but he doesn't even have a giant anyways. I think it's just a really unfortunate deck that he has to play against, and I don't think he really has too many options to try to deal with it. He just has to, you know, drop a card and let my Sparky kill it for 3 free elixir. So yeah, not really the best deck for the William to play against. So because of that, I'm just going to keep blasting down the right-hand lane. I've got 2 giants, 2 Sparkies, 2 chains. Don't have 2 elixir collectors, but I do have 2 towers plus a king tower on my side of the map. So that's going to be the game right there. The confetti is going crazy. And going into the rest of the battle, yeah, that one is going to be completely over for there. So good stuff. That was the, I played so many battles. I probably played like 15 or 16 throughout the match, but this was the very final battle. I actually got up to number 4 out of 100 at my very peak, and at this point, I forget the exact placement I was at, but this was the very last one going against Alejandro, and this was actually one of the closest battles I had during the entire tournament. So I'm going to start with an elixir collector on the bottom left. Unfortunately for me, he plays his giant on the left-hand side, which is going to be annoying to deal with. You can see he is obviously a subscriber by how many times he said the WoW emote. He's just going to spam it over and over again. And again, this was the very final one, so important to try to win this one and make sure that I kept my placement in this rankings. But take a look at that lumberjack right there. This is going to be hard to deal with. He's got a lumberjack. My Sparky is still not going to be in proper condition to take everything he has out. My tower is going to go pretty low, all the way down to 1100 HP, and I don't have really too much to show for it. I have a half health elixir collector and a musketeer, which is probably going to get blasted, but he actually opted to play the elixir collector on the top right, so we're going to get some free tower on this left hand side. I really actually needed that, and that sort of let me back in the game. I know I've talked previously about sometimes how not playing a card is the best card, and he must have had a weak hand if he didn't play anything to counter a full health musketeer, but still, he played an elixir collector instead, which could have been the right play. I don't know what he had inside of his hand. If he had my ice wizard, I probably would have played that if possible, but maybe he just cycled to that after the giant. But let's go ahead and play our Valkyrie combined with our giant as well as our Sparky and see if we can play a cannon closer as well. Notice where I'm playing my cannon. I'm playing my cannon closer to the river because I want it to interact with the rest of his troops near the river as well instead of playing it in normal position. Sparky's going to keep rumbling down the lane. Ice Spirit is going to go down, and looks like my Sparky's going to target and eventually get sapped down to nothing. But we're going to get that musketeer damage. So again, musketeer is going to chunk him down to 1094. We've made our way back from the very beginning where we took all of that damage down the left-hand lane. And let's go and prepare for another big push. This game has been going on repeat. I play my Sparky, he plays his giant. I play my giant, he plays his musketeer. He plays his ice wizard, I play my Valkyrie. That's sort of what was happening in the very beginning. So again, take a look at this cannon placement. Really, really aggressive cannon right here because I want my cannon to contribute besides just sitting back in my side of the base. This way it can help out against his lumberjack. This is why I'm playing my cannon in what seems like a ridiculous position. But yeah, that's exactly why I did it. Looks like the cannon's going to die anyway, so everything I was talking about that just really didn't even care anyways. Another aggressive cannon right here. The Sparky and Musketeer are getting burned up by that poison spell, and that's sort of being the difference right here. His poison spell is really making the difference for this game, and actually a really nicely played Ice Spirit by him is going to make it so my Sparky is nearly useless. Now another elixir collector. I've got to play these elixir collectors because keep in mind this guy's fully maxed out, and I'm still a level below him, so I need as much elixir as possible. He's going for an aggressive push as I play that elixir collector, so here's where I can get some value on my Valkyrie. It's going to go in on both the Ice Spirit as well as the Musketeer. He's going to poison down my left-hand lane, which is going to work out pretty well and take my Sparky down to about 50% HP. But hopefully at this point, I've got a nice amount of elixir and I can go for a crazy push. So Musketeer, we've got the Sparky, the Ice Spirit, again, such a strong card. He's going to get such good value right there. Sparky's actually going to end up getting zapped as that cannon goes across. I just play a cannon in his face, which probably wasn't the best move, but at least the lumberjack died to my Sparky right here. Another giant, guys. We're just going back and forth. I ended up zapping the Ice Wizard to make sure it didn't keep slowing my troops, but here goes my giant down the lane, and this is what I'm sort of hoping for. I'm hoping my giant can be my saving grace, and these fire spirits, I played them actually at a pretty good time, but they ended up dying anyways because of the zap. But since he played the zap, I'm just going to have to try to get aggressive and see if I can finish off this game. This game is 2 minutes left in overtime. Guys, this was the last battle of the day. I really did not want to lose against Alejandro. I'm going to keep going. with the Sparky. This time the cannon's going to be placed farther back because I don't have a giant down. Musketeer's going to be just out of range of the poison before inevitably finding her way in it. Sparky's going to shoot down both the Ice Spirit as well as the Musketeer. Here's where we have to make a play. I'm dropping the Valkyrie. He plays an Elixir Collector, which is not going to work out too well for him. The Zap spell will take out my Sparky, though, for a little bit, but the Sparky's still going to have 1 HP left. It's going to shoot down the Lumberjack, and there goes the tower. Alejandro, very good game. One of the longest games I've played in a while, 4.5 minutes, but that gave me a last-second victory and 31 crucial trophies for the tournament. So I ended up at 13th place out of 100. I peaked at number 4, which was pretty good, and I was the highest ranking level 8 in the tournament. So guys, come at me. But you can see all these guys who played really well, including the top 3. We had Paradox at number 1, James as number 2, and a Wenray 1000 at number 3. So congrats to Paradox. Looks like he is a level, I don't even check what level. He's at 3,800 trophies. He's playing a couple of different legendaries inside of his deck. I think the Miner and the Princess. Very well done by him. He actually had 50 trophies on the next closest person. But yeah, I got a tournament chest for finishing in 13th place. And let's go ahead and check out what's inside of it because I fast forwarded. I just waited a couple of hours for it to open up. So guys, I played 1 straight hour on this account. And I got 13th place out of 100. The highest ranking level 8. Guess what I got? I got 27 gold. I got 1 Barbarian. I got 1 Minion Ward. And I got 2 Bombers. Tell me that doesn't make you never want to play a tournament ever again in your life. So ridiculously stupid. I can't commit an hour of my life for 4 cards, guys. That's just silliness. So instead, let's go ahead and head back. I'm at 2,790 trophies right now, and I'm going to go ahead and check out those rewards. Again, for hosting a tournament, you get 500 gems as well as 5 gems for playing in one. So I'm going to go ahead and get those gems back that I spent. And now that we have those achievements done, we can go ahead and upgrade or buy the gold inside of our next video to upgrade our Sparky. And that's going to give us a level 2 legendary on our free-to-play level 8 account. So really awesome stuff. Thanks again to everyone who played in the tournament. If you guys want me to do more tournaments, you can let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to do more tournaments, how the tournament system is currently made, but if they make some changes to it, of course, I will see what happens with that. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. Level 2 Sparky coming in the next one. I can't wait to use it. Of course, I'm trying to make the Legendary Arena as soon as possible. I'm definitely going to hit it as level 8. I'm super confident because I've gotten to like 2,850 already. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.